Hello, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about two topics that are really close to my heart. One is self-acceptance, self-worth, and the other one is values. And so I'm going to be talking about how values really tie in with self-worth. So what if I told you that in the next 10 minutes, you could discover how to stop that voice in your head that constantly says some iteration of, I'm not enough? Stay with me, because what I'm about to share isn't just another love yourself lecture. It's the exact process that I use and have used with myself, that I use with my clients to help build, maintain, and strengthen genuine, unshakable self-worth. So before we dive in, just notice how you feel about yourself right now. Maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is, I can confidently say, I love myself, I respect myself, I am happy with who I am. And 1 would be, I'd love to feel confident in myself. I'd love to feel that I respected myself. But that voice, that you're not enough voice, is really loud. So just note a number, maybe just close your eyes, go within, and just notice what you feel about yourself right now. Make a note of it. And you know that feeling. You know that feeling that you have had. Maybe you've achieved something. Maybe at work you've got a promotion, or there's been some sort of relationship milestone, or a health goal, or a fitness goal. And for a brief moment, you've got that natural winner's pose. You feel amazing. And how often have you noticed that that feeling can start to fade? And pretty soon you get back to questioning your worth. Back in the days when I was Captain Corporate in my power suits, and it was 20 odd years ago, so the early 2000s, I remember getting quite a significant promotion. And as was always the way, teams were gathered together and everyone was congratulating me. But I also remember that I felt like a fraud. There was a real disconnect. I knew I should have felt on top of the world because this is what I was working towards. But inside, I just felt like a fraud. And what is the fascinating thing, and what a lot of us, and it took me a while to realize, that this endless cycle of achievement followed by emptiness, achievement followed by emptiness, like a hamster treadmill, it's not your fault. And as you begin to understand what I'm about to share in a moment, you might start to notice some shifts just happening naturally. This is about us chasing external validation. When we find ourselves chasing external validation, that is so closely linked with the concept of self-esteem, i.e., my estimation of myself is high because of this external thing that I've achieved. And when we're trying to chase external validation, it's like filling a bucket that's got a hole in it. The more you pour in, the faster it drains out. So as you listen to the next part, I just want you to imagine what it would feel like, because this is important. How will you feel if you did have unshakable self-worth? Can you connect with that? What are the words that come up for you? You feel confident, you feel in flow, you might feel calm, you might feel at peace, that anxiety might dissipate. And here's the truth that I found on doing my own work on myself. I am my own experiment and work with countless number of clients. Real self-worth isn't built on what you do. It's built on who you are. You have self-worth because you are you. You were born with it. It's your birthright. It's also really connected with your values. When you live in alignment with your values, when your behaviors are in alignment with values, then you feel on purpose and you feel connected to yourself. You feel connected to your true self. So the way I look at values is very informed by acceptance and commitment therapy, which conceptualizes values as a compass. They're your North Star, they're actions. So it's a way of being. You can always connect with your values, no matter what the situation you're in. So if one of your values, for example, is to be loving and caring, you can choose to be in alignment with your values, no matter how difficult a situation is. Just ask yourself, what would be a caring, loving action to take in this circumstance? One of my core values, for example, is to be helpful. I really want to be helpful. It informs my therapy work, it informs my supervision work, and it certainly informs my teaching. And because of this value, when it comes to teaching in particular, I'm constantly asking myself, how can I make the information I want to impart truly helpful for the people who are receiving it? It affects the way I deliver. It affects how I teach concepts. I'll spend extra time creating exercises that connect to real life situation. I am really committed to showing the how to change. I believe that it's helpful to be shown the way, to have a process rather than just being told to change or just being told to let go of your limiting beliefs, for example, being shown how to do it. I believe that is helpful. And the interesting thing, of course, is that this commitment to being helpful doesn't just benefit, well, I hope it benefits the people who come on my courses, the clients who come to me for therapy, but it also it connects me. When I know I've been helpful, I'm in flow. And when I'm in flow, I feel connected. I feel connected to who I am and my true nature. When I get feedback from a client or someone from one of my courses that of how my teaching has made a difference, I know I'm living in alignment with my values. So now, as you think about your own values, you may notice certain ones starting to resonate with you. Maybe it's kindness, maybe it's courage, maybe it's authenticity, maybe it's integrity. Whatever they are, these values are like your internal compass. When you are in alignment with your values and you're living your life through the lens of your values, you start trusting yourself more deeply. You're not waiting for other people's approval. We're human. Of course, it's nice if people approve, but that's not. If we are in alignment with our core values, with what matters to us, we are not waiting for permission or approval from others. So values give us stability. When life gets hard, and of course it does, your values can become an anchor because they don't change based on circumstances. And thirdly, and this is really crucial, values-based decisions build on what I call integrity momentum. Every single time you choose your values over external validation, you're strengthening your self-worth. So let me show you how to start this shift today. Take out your phone or a piece of paper. Yeah, I'll wait, do that now. And write down one value that truly matters to you. Just the one for the moment. And think about a situation later today or tomorrow where you could actively choose this value. Make it small and specific. Have you written it down? And I want to ask you now to actually imagine yourself step into that future version of you, making that choice later today or tomorrow. See yourself, hear yourself, watch yourself as you are making a choice to take that action in alignment with your values. And just notice how that feels. And always know, this is not about perfection, it's about direction. Every time you return to your values, you're building your self-worth. Each time you choose what matters over what others expect, you're growing stronger. So consider this. When was the last time someone's opinion of you actually changed how you felt about yourself long term? So someone might have said that they think you are kind, that they think you are warm, they think you are caring. And that's really nice to hear, but it's a bit like a sugar rush, a quick high, then a quick crash if your self-talk doesn't match up with that. And our values also can impact our self-talk. They're like slow burning fuel. They keep you warm on the inside, which is a nice feeling. So here's what I want you to do right now. Share one value you're committing to today. Be specific. And if you know someone who's struggling with their self-worth, please share this video with them. So remember this. Your worth isn't in what you achieve or what others think. It's in living in connection with your values, one choice at a time. As you begin practicing this, you'll notice something fascinating happening. That voice of not enough gets quieter, replaced by something so much more powerful, self-respect, because this is you in alignment. If this resonated with you, and I hope it did, consider subscribing. Just hit that button and the notification bell, because I'm going to be diving deep into these types of topics on a regular basis. And I'd love to have you join my community of people building genuine self-worth. So there's a link in the notes to my Facebook group, The Circle of Self-Acceptance. But until next time, please remember, you don't need to be fixed. You're not broken. You just need to reconnect with what truly matters to you. Thank you so much for listening.